Press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from the Habitat Studios.
He approaches the mic with a dose of self-administered confidence garnished with a dollop of forced cheering. The first few lines pass in establishing himself as someone who speaks sense, lest he be caught. Here, where brevity is a concept lost on everyone, he dare not utter anything that isn't long, obscure, vague, or as hollow as the audience who look at each other before putting their fingers together. The schemery ensues vigorously, all building up to a line where everything is said emphatically in one breath, although it wouldn't amount to anything but an expression that lacks heart and is devoid of any real meaning but is lapped up by everyone. His mouth may do the talking, but his hands move continually, distracting us all from the words in which he forgot to sow a piece of himself. As the conceit of his poetic prowess spreads across the room, he glances slyly towards the camera that silently records his insincerity, lack of aesthetics, and at times even basic grammar, but the wannabe esoteric crowd that has come to validate its own ignorance with the help of his doesn't care. It is views he's after, not opinions. All he cares is enclosing his face in a frame that is as conforming and limiting as his thoughts be. He wants millions to watch him with rapt attention during their lunch and loo breaks and go, hey, he's bad at this. I can be just as bad. I want to do this too. He knows not the beauty in the constraint of metering or the love adjacent syllables share for each other as they playfully skip and hop like children playing a game of touch and go. He cares not for rhymes who depart only to return every other line as faithfully as if they were partners in a relay race. He is unaware of the potence a word can hold and how it reverberates, shattering hubris, arrogance, and at times even hesitation, forcing the listener to write. He can modulate his voice, gesticulate, and even to an extent enunciate, but if you call yourself a poet, son, you have to communicate. He trudges through the lines, manifesting a fake intensity that will evaporate the second he steps off stage. At long last, his bizarre prose-like poem is done, and poetry is done for. फिर कुछ ऐसे भी आएंगे जो फिर से फिर को फिर कह के जाएंगे, पर हिंदी उर्दू हिंदुस्तानी तीनों पर अपना हक जताएंगे. ये तलफ़ुज़ घर छोड़ाते हैं लेकिन तखल्लुस जरूर लेके आएंगे. नाम जरूर छुपाना लेकिन पहले ऐसा कुछ कर जाना कि नाम हो जाए. अच्छा, जरूर से याद आया, ये जिंदगी की सारी जरूरी बातें यहाँ करके जाएंगे. पूछो तो अपने आप को गालिब जी के गजलों के फैन बताएंगे. हद तो ये तब कर जाते हैं जब शायर और इंसान जैसे लफ्जों के मतलब समझाते हैं. खुदा जाने हमें समझा रहे हैं अपने आप को. इनका भी वीडियो वाला ही रोना है. आखिर सबको इंटरनेट पे मशहूर होना है. खुद अपने बात की इज्जत रखने वाला, मानी खेज लिखने वाला, सिर्फ लिखने के लिए लिखने वाला, वो जिसे अच्छे बुरे की परख हो, वो कोने में बैठा होता है. अपनी कोफ्त, हिचकिचाहट, अपना डर, सब कुछ सफ़ों पर उतारता आया है. उसने अपनी ज़ुबान से कम और स्याही से ज़्यादा कहा है. वो आज तक नोटबुक के पिछले पन्नों पे लिखता आया है, आइंदा भी वहीं लिखता जाएगा. शुक्रिया.